Hello, and welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. In West 3, the final region. Where am I? Where is this? Oh, this is like really far back, isn't it? Lifthrosser? Wasn't this like... I think I ran like a long way away, didn't I? Oh god, I'm so confused. I don't know where it put me back, but that's fine, I guess we'll just, like, explore. It'll work out. But yeah, a little lost. Got some social media stuff. Lifthrosser. So, Lifthrosser and his students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan. Kinda weird that no one has been talking about Lifthrosser until now. Like, until we get the final one and have concluded, like, the big twist. No one was talking about him. I don't know, like if any of them knew and they were just, you know, not wanting to spoil. Another fascinating discovery courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history is like, surely someone would have known what happened with him back then. I don't know. That seemed disconnected turned out to be part of a bigger pattern. Yeah, exactly, like, it seemed like Lifthrosser was separate. There's something to be learned from that. This does answer some questions I had. Like how Athena and Cornelius transported all that equipment from New Alexandria to the island. Like, just they had a couple more people helping them? Disturbing, but good to know. Lifthrosser was so cool. Half the time I have no idea what he's talking about in his recordings, but it's all just so interesting and weird. Good work, 1K. Thank you, or should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for Lifthrosser and his disciples? I mean, I guess we'll ask that. I don't think we should, or like, I don't think they want that, but let's ask it, because it's kind of interesting. I'm afraid it would simply not be in keeping with our energy expenditure projections to mount such a massive undertaking. Yeah, fair enough. We don't even know at all where he would be. Just anywhere on the planet, basically. So yeah, where the hell am I? Is this where I ended up going? Like, this way? I don't know. I guess since we're, like, here anyway, we're kind of close to the start, we may as well, like, pop out and in and get the other lighting state, just to check that out. Surely it's foggy, right? Yeah, I think, didn't I go, like, more or less in this direction and then circle around there? I don't quite know. Thought I saw something. Well, it's not really foggy, it's just kind of sunset. Very purple. Didn't it say, like... Hold on. Yeah, often has restricted visibility due to fog. I mean, it's the surrounding, I guess, but... Yeah, I really would have expected this one to be, like, covered in fog. I'm not sure I like this one. It's almost a little too, like, too much. Too, like, glaring to look at. But yeah, I guess we'll have it for a little bit. So, let's try and find the thread where I lost it. And yeah, probably start by just exploring a little bit for a while, and then we'll see if we have time for a level or two. Yeah, so that's number 7. You know what? I always forget. Might as well, if we're just gonna be wandering around. Like, I don't really care what I'm looking at right now with the compass and stuff. I just want some, like, nice views and stuff. Oh. I thought that was, like, a dude. What is up there? Okay, that doesn't look right. Yeah, something is wrong there, even though it's, like, very within the area that you're supposed to see. And this was just a Stratton, right? Was that, like, the last Stratton or something? This isn't anything. No, you can't jump up there.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing much. Yeah, again. Shame there's no just, like, toggleable button to turn off the UI. Or just in general, like, I just want to turn off the thing in the top left. I just kind of don't see any reason for it. It's just cluttering the screen, and it's not giving any information, really. Just, like, that thing. Just how many sparks you have, how many... what is that exactly? Sparks and... what's the other one? 4? I'm not sure what I have 4 of, because it's not, like, lost levels, it's not sprites from Prometheus. Those are just sparks anyway. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, is that just, like, the things that allow you to skip levels? Oh yeah, I haven't even used those. I guess that might be an achievement. Maybe you have to do that. Like, to one level, just skip it, and then you get an achievement, and then you come back later, but... I can always do that later, I feel. Like, just load a backup or something and pop that in. Assuming it doesn't, like, do anything for the save itself. Nice. Not nice. Very not nice. But yeah, I would have liked to keep the compass, but just not have the crosshair or the thing in the top left. I don't need to know that I'm in West 3 or how many levels I've completed. Oh man, that's just really slippery, huh? Okay, there we go, finally. So yeah, can't really go here. Yeah, we were down here, so I guess I can just drop down again, that's fine. Is there anything, like, hidden here? This is the way I went, right? Yeah, I just follow the path here. But we didn't really look around in this area that much. But yeah, man, it's really hard to look when everything's so bright and, like, blown out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the other lighting state. And again, that's just something in the game in general. I feel like the bright things are just way too bright in this game. It just becomes hard to look at, and everything looks a little, like, yeah, blown out. And I already checked, like, around here, did I? I guess I will again. Just in case there's something here. Yeah, not really anything. Might be able to climb up there, but yeah, nothing. Some cool shots and structures, at least. That was just a bird. That sounded like I walked past a spark or something, but no, I think it was a bird. Yeah, so we got out here. And then what happened? I don't even know where I left off, really. Now we may want this back, so I can see, like, if I'm around anything. Oh yeah, I just went up here and then ended it. And there was just nothing here. Yeah, I expected, like, a terminal or something. Okay, well, now we've caught up. It only took half the episode to get back to the point where I left off at. But just some looking around anyway. Classic Prometheus. Over there. Is it going up or down? Slightly down. Not that much, so it should be, like, pretty far away. Like, past here. Could try and just run for that. Yeah, sure. For now, let's just run forward and see if we can find something. Maybe it's past here. And it seems like it would just be in this area somewhere. Classic janky lighting. What is that? What am I seeing? Is it a recording? Aren't they usually more purple than that? Yeah, it's very blue. Oh, Mnemosyne. Find every manifestation of the past.
I found myself thinking how hard it must have been for Alexandra to die without knowing if her sacrifices were worth it. It seemed like a tragic end to an inspiring, meaningful life. But now I realize her whole life must have been a struggle. To maintain that faith in humanity when so many people around her insisted that humans are evil, worthless, when they were so lost in self-hatred that they would call their own species a virus. How did she do it? How did she maintain her faith when they were so determined to hate themselves? So determined to reject every solution, every analysis, every step towards controlling the forces that were causing their problems, when they rejected even the concept of progress itself, and then patted themselves on the back for it as if that was original. When I look at the archives now, all I can see is that their leaders were short-sighted idiots and their intellectuals were unimaginative cowards. All they could offer people was a downward trend. Fewer rights, fewer freedoms, fewer resources for anything that mattered. They must have hated Alexandra and everything she stood for. So how did she have so much faith?
I have no idea. This game's definitely not real-life social commentary, right? Okay, there's a spark. There's no parallels to our lives right now. It's all just science fiction, right? Uh-huh. There's one of those. No? Oh. I thought that was one of those human artifacts that look teal until you click them. Oh, Sphinx. Bunch of hands. Yeah, I mean, we were there at the hands. So it's just like at the level next to it. Something. That seems simple enough. No one's walking around that I can see. And there's the sprite. Yeah. I knew it was in this direction. But am I, like, on top of the lab, maybe? I feel like something would be here. Sure. Let's jump down here. Is that a person? Man, this place has a lot to go through. It sure is a person. We got a hunk back. One final hunk. Trevor? No. Jurassic Justice. From AMA with Alexander Drennan. It's impossible not to love any character played by Jeff Goldblum, of course, and Ian Malcolm gets some of the best lines. So the main reason he became an in-joke at Ian is just that he's memorable and funny. If we want to talk about what he represents on a more serious level, though, then I have to say that I personally think he's wrong. This neurotic fear that things will always go wrong, that we can never really have control over what we do, is misplaced. There's a legitimate critique of how the park operates, of science being subjected to the pursuit of profit, but that doesn't mean it can't be done differently. Are we just talking about Jurassic Park? Hasn't Jeff Goldblum, done other stuff than just Jurassic Park? But that's all people ever talk about in regards to him? And if you'll excuse me for going full nerd here for a moment, why treat bringing back the non-avian dinosaurs as some kind of transgression? The extinction of these magnificent creatures wasn't some sort of intentional step forward, it was just a random catastrophe. If we can strike a blow at the oblivious cruelty of the universe, that's an act of human justice. It's no less wrong than bringing back species we've accidentally driven to extinction. Horrible things happen all the time. I mean, is it though? Because I'm not sure I agree with that, because the species that we've driven to extinction had a natural habitat right now, right here, and we ruin that. Whereas dinosaurs, if we were to actually bring them back, there is no telling what kind of catastrophic effects that would have on ecosystems as a whole and stuff, and the planet and whatever. So I feel like that's a bit of a wild claim there. Horrible things happen all the time. Evolutions favor survival, not beauty. If we can make the universe more beautiful, if we can add to biodiversity and bring back things that were lost, but maybe it wouldn't add, maybe it would cause less biodiversity, we absolutely should. Hell, maybe one day we'll terraform a planet and populate it with dinosaurs. But this time we give them an asteroid defense system. Take that, Mother Nature! This is the Alexander Drennan that I love most, dreaming of all the good we humans could do in the world. I try to hang on to that. This is the Alexander Drennan that I kind of disagree with the most out of the stuff that she's said in the past. I don't know, I feel like most of this feels very, too naive. Just unrealistically naive, and without thinking of any consequence for anything, which is kind of dangerous. Expansion. From Orthodoxy Oh No, by G.K. Chesterton. Well, you were okay the last time, come on, don't let me down now, Chesterton. But the expansion of which I speak was much more evil than this. I have remarked that the materialist, like the madman, is in prison, in the prison of one thought. These people seem to think it singularly inspiring to keep on saying that the prison was very large. The size of this scientific universe gave one no novelty, no relief. The cosmos went on forever, but not in the wildest constellation could there be anything really interesting. Anything, for instance, such as forgiveness or free will. What? And then hexadecimal. So these expanders of the universe had nothing to show us except more and more infinite corridors of space lit by ghastly suns and empty of all that is divine. Okay, you lost me there. I mean, it's not annoying to read, but I don't really understand the point here. I'm not entirely sure what he's even saying. Let's see if they say something about it. Here, Chesterton's imagination, normally so powerful, fails him utterly. Yeah, kinda seems like that. The problem is that he is not interested in the universe, and so not only does he fail to see, he fails to even look. He finds what he expected to find. Exactly, and so he misses not only the grandeur of the universe, but the miracle that is magnified by contrast. That forgiveness and free will do exist within people. Yeah, I don't know. Hexadecimal. It means this. Probably a couple sentences. Atlas 3. By Athanasios. When Heracles came upon Atlas, the Titan had grown old and tired. I have borne the weight of the celestial spheres for 1 billion years, he said. All the comings and goings of mortals, the tragedies of chance, the pointless wars, have left me weak. Soon I will falter, and the celestial spheres will fall and shatter. You must take my place. But Heracles was hesitant. I am young and strong and virile. I have many women yet to bed, and many wondrous feats yet to perform. I don't want to work. I got bitches to bang. What a guy. What a waste it would be to spend my life holding up the world instead. And yet it must be done, so what choice do I have? Okay. Saddened by the imminent loss of his heroic life, Heracles went for one last swim, one last bang, in the Ionian Sea. There, on storied Ithaca, he met a clever old man of many devices. The answer you seek, son of Zeus, does not lie within you. Rather, it lies in the world around you, and in what you can make of it. And so Heracles used his divine strength to build 2 great pillars of stone, which even today hold up the sky, and Atlas was liberated forever. Okay, good for you, Heracles. Now your virility doesn't need to shrivel up and go to waste. And yeah, I guess that's probably a good place to end it today. And then next time, I guess we'll maybe follow the sprite. There was nothing here, really? I have to check if there's something over here. We haven't seen the lab. And yeah, I guess I'll just keep going around this side as well. And yeah, there's more exploration to do. At this point, I feel like I probably just want to continue with that. And when we get back closer to the center, I'll probably switch the lighting back as well. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.